Your High Priestess has the following message for you today. Today's message comes directly from your soulmate, who wants to tell you something important but cannot or does not want to articulate it yet. So, do not be surprised, for I am conveying these words straight from the perspective of your soulmate. Feel free to respond to your soulmate through this video in the comments, as your words at the soul level will reach your soulmate. Also, like this video to activate the energy of this video in your life. Subscribe to my channel as well so that we can remain connected through the collective, and future messages for you, from me, your High Priestess, through the universe, can be received and conveyed to you through future videos. I feel that an invisible distance has formed between us. You seem to have withdrawn into your own world, and I stand on the shore of your thoughts, unable to cross the currents. In my quiet moments, I often wonder what goes on inside you, what dreams and worries occupy your mind. I have noticed that you are focusing on yourself, exploring your own paths. This self-discovery seems important to you, and I deeply respect that. But I miss you. I miss your closeness, your words, the way your smile lights up my heart. During this time of separation, I have learned that love does not always mean being physically present. Sometimes, love means giving space. Space to grow, to reflect, to be. I have begun to view our relationship from a new perspective, one marked by patience and deeper understanding. As you embark on your journey of self-discovery, I am also discovering new aspects of myself. I am learning to recognize and honor my own needs. I am trying to develop a better understanding of my emotions so that when you return, I can be an even stronger partner for you. I dream of what it will be like when we can share our experiences. How we will encounter each other in our new, self-determined identities and realize that we are even more deeply connected. I envision us sitting together on a warm summer evening, watching the stars and discussing everything we have learned while we were apart. I am aware that this phase of being alone is a challenge for both of us, but I firmly believe it will make us stronger. Our love is like a tree deeply rooted, and its branches can reach in different directions without breaking. So as you walk your path, I will be here, growing, learning, and always hoping that our paths will cross again. I will wait for you with open arms and an open heart, ready to share everything I have learned during this time. Please never forget how much I love you and how much I believe in us. Our story is not yet finished, and I look forward to writing the next chapters together with you. In my last letter, I told you about the distance that has grown between us and how I am learning to give space. But there is so much more I want to tell you, so much that lies in the silence between our words. I haven't told you yet how much I miss the little things. How sometimes, before falling asleep, I imagine you furrowing your brow in concentration as you read. Or how I have to smile when I happen to hear your favorite song and wonder if you're listening to it at the same moment. I also haven't mentioned how I sometimes walk through our favorite park with my eyes closed, imagining that you're walking beside me. I picture our steps in harmony, even when we're on separate paths. In the silence of these days, I've started to make notes, little poems, thoughts, questions I want to ask you when the time is right. I write about the hope that spreads like a delicate seed within me, about the longing that sometimes weighs so heavily, and about the love that continues to grow despite it all. I haven't told you that sometimes I stare into the night and wish we could count the stars together. Or that I'm learning how to cook your favorite dish in the hope of serving it to you one day. I also haven't described how I'm learning to love myself because I know I can only truly belong to you when I am fully myself. I'm discovering new passions, new abilities, and with every step I take on my own, I feel myself getting closer to you in a way I can't quite put into words. What I haven't told you yet, I've found a place. A small hidden place where I feel our souls can meet even when we're physically apart. There, I release my wishes and dreams for us, hoping they'll find their way to you. Dearest, I hope that in your silence, you hear my voice, that in your solitude, you feel my presence, and that in your self-discovery, you find the certainty that I'm here waiting for you, always ready to find my way back to you. There are countless facets of my longing for you that I couldn't put into words. I haven't told you about the nights when I continue our conversations in my mind, when I tell you the stories the day has written, and ask for your advice, just as I've always done. I haven't described how I sometimes wake up and for a fleeting moment believe I can feel your warmth beside me, only to open my eyes and greet your absence. How I'm learning to deal with this emptiness, to see it as a space you will eventually fill again. I haven't talked about how I sometimes glow with joy when I experience something that would have delighted you, and how I store it in my heart to tell you when you're back. Or the moments when I learn something about myself that you already knew about me. I haven't revealed that I sometimes avoid the places we love together because visiting them without you would feel like a betrayal of our memories. Yet at the same time, I'm drawn to them, driven by the hope of catching an echo of our laughter or the shadow of our togetherness. I haven't described how I'm developing new routines to help me feel connected to you even when you're not here. How every evening I gaze at the stars, look at the moon, and imagine its silver light as a silent greeting from me to you. I haven't mentioned how I've started writing letters to you that I never send. Pages filled with words that I put to paper to ease the intensity of my feelings, to be close to you, even if only through the ink that captures my thoughts for you. I also haven't told you how I sometimes imagine what it would be like when we reunite after this time of growth. How we might approach each other cautiously at first, slowly readjusting to the weight of the other before finding ourselves in a familiar embrace. And as I write these words, I feel a sweetness in the longing. A gentle anticipation of the reunion that makes me believe that every second of absence only intensifies our next togetherness. So I live, I love, I wait, with the certainty that every experience, every thought, every new discovery I make in your absence is a gift I will present to you when we reunite. In my recent letters, I spoke of the distance, the longing, and the quiet moments I spent alone with my thoughts of you. But there is so much more in this ocean of emotions that separates yet connects us. I haven't told you about the dawns when I speak to the rising sun and ask it to whisper my unspoken words to you, with every ray that touches your skin. I wonder if you feel the warmth and pause for a moment, sensing that I'm thinking of you in that beam of light. I haven't said how I sometimes wander through the streets of our city, passing by shop windows and looking at things I would buy for you. A book, a scarf, a picture that could make you smile. I carry these gifts in my heart, waiting for the day I can give them to you. I forgot to describe how I collect the recipes I want to cook for both of us. How I stand in the kitchen and experiment, hoping that one day I can surprise you with these dishes, that I can enchant you with flavors and scents that transform the apartment into a paradise. I also haven't mentioned how I listen to our music and imagine us dancing together, close, our hearts beating to the rhythm of the melody. How I close my eyes and feel your arms around me, how we spin and forget the world around us. And I haven't told you about the letters I burn, the words that are too heavy to carry, the feelings that are too intense to hold onto. I set them free in the flames, hoping that they will rise to the sky as ashes and come to you in whatever form you may receive them. I haven't described how I sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and whisper my name, as if you could hear it, as if you were doing the same at that moment. How I imagine our names wandering together through the darkness, searching for each other. I also haven't said that I'm starting to dream again. Dreams in which we wander together through unknown worlds, side by side, as adventurers exploring the universe. Dreams that seem so real that when I wake up, I briefly believe they are reality. In each of these unwritten moments, in every sensation not yet shared, there are infinite possibilities of our love. With each day I spend without you, my desire to give you all that I am and have become while waiting for you grows. So I continue to write, page by page, an endless book of our story, full of chapters we have yet to fill, full of words waiting to be spoken when you are ready to hear them. Bear in mind that this prediction is a guide, not a fixed destiny. The future always depends on the decisions we make in the present. Therefore, always act with love and kindness, and you can find a path that leads to happiness and fulfillment. This was today's message for you. I deeply appreciate your time and trust, and I would be delighted to receive a like, a comment, or a free subscription if my messages resonate with you. Your support helps me to strengthen my channel and reach more people whom I can assist. It was wonderful to have you here. Do not hesitate to drop by again and listen to the future messages of the universe from your High Priestess.